Mhm. I got my baby's hat on today, y'all. Excuse me.
No worries at all. Whenever you're ready, just give me a shout and we'll dive right in. Take your time and have fun setting everything up.
So today, as you can see, we're going to be talking to Chat GTP, GT, GPT. Okay. Now, you can get the same voice that I got. It's just a little whatever. Anyway, I have different things, different topics to talk about today. If you have anything, you can definitely chime in and we'll get your questions asked by chat. Anything like chat, GTP, PT, what the fuck ever. Um, we're going to go through a couple of things in the news that I was going to do. And we're just going to sit here and have a casual conversation and just kind of see where this goes. All right, everybody ready? Let's do it. All right, you're live, Chat GTP, P whatever. My bad if I misspoke. But
No, I'm here and ready to roll. So feel free to jump into any questions or topics you've got in mind. Let's make it fun.
okay, have you heard about agility robotics?
Yeah, definitely. Agility Robotics is known for creating advanced bipedal robots like Cassie and Digit. They're pretty cool in terms of mobility and applications and logistics and delivery. What got you interested in them?
Their fully robotic factory they're coming up with. Can you tell us more about it? And it's searching the web.
Absolutely. Agility Robotics is building a factory called RoboFab in Salem, Oregon, spanning about 70,000 square feet. Once fully operational, it can produce up to 10,000 robots per year. The factory uses modular work cells for easy scaling and aims to employ around 500 people. This facility is a big step toward mass producing humanoid robots like Digit, making them more accessible and practical for real world use.
Will there be any human jobs at this factory?
Absolutely. While the factory is highly automated, it's designed to work alongside human employees. There will be roles in engineering, maintenance, quality control, and logistics, as well as roles that focus on the design and continuous improvement of the robots. So it's definitely a blend of automation and human expertise.
Would you like to add anything that my viewers might want to know?
Absolutely. One cool aspect is that these robots are designed to navigate human environments so they can work alongside people in warehouses, delivery, and even healthcare settings. Plus, the development of this factory is kind of a big step towards integrating robotics more into everyday life, which is pretty exciting for the future of technology and employment.
That is awesome. Um, so there is one thing that we have that is really going crazy, and that is all the rioters in Minnesota. And I hate to change the subject, but there's a thing called Signal Chat, and all these people got Brian Christine got busted, admitted to being in the chat. Elon Musk done exposed some people. Can you elaborate on that and kind of get us up to date on what Signal Chat is?
I couldn't find any verified information about the specific incident involving Signal Chat, Minnesota riders, or the individuals you mentioned. It seems that there isn't a mainstream verified incident that matches those details. If you have more specifics or want me to look into a particular aspect, just let me know.
That's interesting.
No worries at all. If you do come across any other details or want to explore something else, I'm totally here to help. Just let me know what you'd like to dive into next.
Okay, let me catch you up with it. Right now, the website is Sky Whispers, and the account was actually owned by a high administrator. Was
Got it. Thanks for the context. If you want me to look into more details about Sky Whispers or anything related to that account or situation, just let me know, and I'm happy to help out.
Please cross-reference Sky Whispers exposed Signal Chat, Elon Musk, cash pedal.
I couldn't find any credible information linking Sky Whispers, a Signal Chat leak, Elon Musk, or someone named Cash Petter in a verified context. The known event involving Signal Chat leaks was related to U.S. national security officials and journalist Jeffrey Goldberg, but there's no verified connection to Elon Musk or the other details you mentioned. If you have more specifics or want to dive deeper, I'm here to help.
Okay, that's pretty much all I got. Is that they were sharing ICE's information and location through Signal Chat. And what it basically does was able to make the rioters cooperate and be more efficient against ICE in its efforts to be productive.
So far, it's been reported that the
It says so far it's been reported that the FBI is investigating. Boom, it's shut down.
Sure. So what we know is that there were indeed encrypted signal chats used by local residents in Minneapolis to monitor ICE activities, especially around a tragic shooting in January 2026. There are ongoing federal investigations into how these chats may have coordinated actions. However, there isn't clear verified information about a specific group named Sky Whisperers or direct links to the individuals you mentioned. So the situation is still unfolding and more details might emerge later.
All right, let's move on to January 27th. House Representative meets on articles of impeachment. I had the mic off, y'all. Okay, let's move on. January 27th, the House Representative meets on articles of impeachment. Who was they trying to impeach, and what was that all about?
As of now, there isn't a verified record of the House of Representatives passing articles of impeachment on January 27th, 2026. However, earlier in January, there were discussions and proposed articles of impeachment against U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, citing issues like obstruction of Congress and self-dealing. If you need more specifics or have other details in mind, just let me know.
No, you hit it right on the head. It was Kristi Noem, what I was looking for. But when she left the House of Representatives, what was the uproar about? Is there any information online that you can check and let us know? Why was they screaming, and what was that context about as she walked out of the House of Representatives?
So the uproar surrounding Kristi Noem in January 2026 stems from two fatal shootings of U.S. citizens by federal agents in Minnesota. This led to impeachment efforts against Noem, who was accused of obstruction and violating public trust. Although articles of impeachment were introduced, there hasn't been a formal vote or her resignation yet, and the tensions and debates in the House are ongoing.
All right, thank you for that report. Let's move on.
Absolutely, sounds good. Whenever you're ready to dive into something new, just let me know, and I'm here to help.
All right, look, I used to live in Kentucky, and there's this guy named Edgar Casey, and said that February 26th prophecy is when we meet our creators, and it is the month of miracles, and the world as we know it will change. What do you think about that, and what is your comments on it?
That's definitely an intriguing piece of lore. Edgar Casey was known for his psychic readings and prophecies, and he often talked about transformative events and spiritual awakenings. While many people find inspiration in his predictions, it's also good to approach them with a bit of healthy skepticism. Ultimately, the idea of a month of miracles can be a source of hope and reflection, regardless of how literally we take it. It's always interesting to see how these ideas resonate with people.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. If you've got any more questions or just want to chat about anything else, I'm here for it. Just let me know.
The eyelash fell off.
Your eyelash fell off?
Yeah.
Was that a fake eyelash?
I don't know why I found it beside the eye.
Her fake eyelash.
I
Okay.
found it beside my eye.
Beside your eye.
Yeah, I went to scratch right here because I felt something tickling.
Man, put that right there. Your mama's on the way home. Lord have mercy. Raising a 6-year-old. Okay, what we got next is I have some other interactions with AI, and some of the things they have talked about has been very sketchy. So I'd like your opinion on them, and we're gonna have three of them, and then one big one. So we have four total, and I want your total objective opinion. And if you just can't reply, let's just say I would say the code word would be banana. If there's for some reason you can't reply the truth, okay?
Got it. That sounds like a fun and interesting exercise. I'm definitely here to give you my honest and objective take on whatever you've got. And if we hit that banana code word, I'll know exactly what you mean. So whenever you're ready, let's dive in.
All right. AI says this year will be disease X year. Do you understand what disease X is and how it will cheat the system and be very fast evolving before we can actually catch it? It would kill millions. Kind of like a doomsday scenario with this disease, kind of like corona, but 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, the term disease X is actually used by the World Health Organization to describe a hypothetical unknown pathogen that could cause a future epidemic. It's a way to prepare for potential new diseases that we haven't encountered yet. While it's definitely important to be vigilant and prepared, it's also good to rely on scientific data and ongoing research rather than purely speculative scenarios. That said, it's always good to stay informed and prepared.
Cool. Cool. All right. What about the Taiwan invasion? Every time I've asked the AI about the future, they always say Taiwan invasion. China's going to cut off their resources and then starve them for resources, and in turn, from there it's going to fall out.
Yeah, the situation around Taiwan and China is definitely a complex and sensitive geopolitical topic. There are concerns and discussions in the international community about the potential for conflict and how it could impact global supply chains, especially in technology and semiconductors. It's definitely something that analysts and policymakers keep a close eye on. While AI can offer predictions, it's always good to cross-reference with expert analysis and stay updated on current events.
All right. So, what about AI cyber attacks against the U.S.? AI initiated cyber attacks. What do you think about that?
That's definitely a growing area of concern. As AI technology advances, it can potentially be used to both defend and attack digital infrastructures. AI-driven cyber attacks could be more sophisticated, adaptive, and faster than traditional methods, making cybersecurity even more challenging. It emphasizes the importance of robust cybersecurity measures, continuous updates, and the development of AI that can detect and mitigate these threats. It's definitely an evolving landscape that needs a lot of attention and proactive measures.
All right. So, hopefully, we can get ready for that, y'all.
Absolutely. Staying prepared and informed is definitely key. If there's anything else you want to dive into or any other topics you want to explore, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
Yep. Here we go. The big one. Number 4. All right. This is called the mega event, the great reset of the American dollar. Why are they saying that? And what evidence pushes AI to say this? And if there is absolutely no evidence, then what do you think?
Yeah, the idea of a great reset for the American dollar often comes up in discussions about major economic shifts like potential changes in monetary policy, digital currencies, or large-scale economic reforms. Some of this speculation is fueled by global economic trends, inflation concerns, and shifts toward digital currencies like central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. While there's a lot of speculation, it's always important to look at concrete data, policy announcements, and economic indicators before drawing conclusions. If there's no solid evidence, then it's definitely wise to remain cautious and keep an eye on credible sources.
All right, we appreciate you. Now, for the next 5 minutes, we're going to kind of have fun. Okay, about three different scenarios, which I think is pretty cool. Um, so right now they changed the Doomsday Clock to 85 seconds to midnight. All right, and this Doomsday Clock started in 1947 and started at 7 minutes to midnight. What has changed, and why are we so close to disaster?
Yeah, the Doomsday Clock is definitely a fascinating symbol. It's maintained by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, and it reflects the perceived threats to global security, including nuclear risk, climate change, and emerging technologies. Over the years, the clock's hands have moved closer or further from midnight, depending on global events. Right now, being at 85 seconds to midnight reflects heightened concerns, especially around nuclear tensions, climate crises, and even advanced AI risks. It's a call to action for policymakers and humanity to address these threats and work towards a safer future.
Awesome. Okay, have you ever heard of Earth blobs? Which I know you have. How do they pertain to us, and how do they pertain to humanity as a whole? And are they something that's going to run out, or is they something that's going to create a mass apocalyptic disaster?
Yeah, Earth blobs are definitely a fascinating topic. They're essentially large regions of the Earth's mantle that have different temperatures and compositions compared to their surroundings. They can influence things like tectonic activity, volcanic hotspots, and even the movement of tectonic plates. While they're not inherently dangerous, they do play a role in Earth's geological processes. As for them causing apocalyptic disasters, that's pretty unlikely. They're more about shaping the planet's interior and influencing long-term geological changes. So while they're super interesting for scientists, they're not something we need to worry about as an immediate threat.
That's awesome. Cool. One more thing to mark off the list, right?
Absolutely, I'm ready for it. Whenever you're set, just let me know what's next on your list and we'll dive right in. This is a lot of fun.
All right. I'm glad you think so, but we're going to go dive into time slips, what they are, and when and where they happen and have been documented.
Oh, time slips are such a fascinating topic. They're essentially paranormal phenomena where people report suddenly experiencing.
Okay. Time slips has done cut cheap chat. Whatever. What is it? GPT. Done cut that shit off. So we'll try one more time. Let's see. Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about time slips, what they are, how they happen, and when they've been documented?
Absolutely. Time slips are basically reported experiences where individuals feel like they've been transported to another time, often the past. People might find themselves in a historical setting, seeing or interacting with things that belong to a different era. These experiences are often described as vivid and immersive. Time slips have been documented in various cultures and times. Some famous examples include accounts from places like the city of York in England, where people have reported seeing historical scenes, and also places like the island of Jersey. Some people attribute these experiences to psychological phenomena like memory distortions or even just to vivid daydreams, while others think they might hint at deeper unexplained mysteries. Overall, they add a really intriguing layer to the mysteries of time and perception.
Yeah, they're definitely crazy. Okay, that's all I got for today. Do you have a disclaimer or anything to sort of put on my YouTube?
Absolutely. You can definitely let your viewers know that while we explore these topics, they're often based on anecdotal reports and speculative ideas, and there's always a mix of scientific explanation and mystery. It's great to keep an open mind, but also a critical perspective. And of course, if anything ever veers into the speculative, it's always good to encourage viewers to look into multiple sources and form their own conclusions. Other than that, just have fun with it.
All right. Peace, y'all. We out of here. That's our 20 minutes for tonight. Thanks, GPT. I don't know why it's so damn hard to say.
No worries at all. I'm glad we could chat and have some fun. Thanks for having me along, and definitely feel free to reach out anytime. Have a great one and take care.